Alright, so thanks for tuning in to the second portion of the intro video for psychology. We are at what a lesson looks like, one of the daily things you have to accomplish. Something very important, that each lesson has 3 parts: an objective, a to-do list, and a paragraph telling you about what's coming up next. I call that the coming up. It's going to look like this. What are you learning today? What should you complete? And coming up. I try to be descriptive. I try to let you know exactly what we're talking about. Now, the 8 units in psychology cover very different things. We'll start off with an introduction to get everything defined so we know what we're talking about. We'll learn about the body and mind, learning and memory, thinking, language and intelligence, development and personality. I like the personality chapter personally. Psychological tests, gender roles, physical and psychological health, and then social psychology. Social psychology is a really fun way to end things. So here's how assignments are weighted. Participation is worth 10%, quizzes are worth 20, assignments are worth 30, and assessments are worth 40. But this is something we all should be familiar with if we've been here before. If you're new, this is how we do our grades here at PA Distance. It's important to know that assessments are worth the most, but you need to be completing the assignments and everything else to help you get that great grade on the assessment, okay? And assignments can take the form of any of the following. They can be multiple choice, true or false, short answer, projects, discussions, writing assignments. I try to keep things diverse so we are learning in many different ways in this class. Assignment policy: please submit assignments by the due date to receive full credit. Units are available only when we are working in them. If you want access to a back unit, contact me. We'll make it work. I'm flexible, but I need to know ahead of time, as well as if you desire to work ahead, say you have a vacation coming up or something. Please contact me if you have any issues, and we can always work together to form a plan. Or if maybe Psych's something you're a little nervous about, we can work together to study and get you through. If you have an excused absence, like let's say you go to the doctor and you miss a couple days of school, you'll have the same number of days to make that up. Regarding live learning, the link is also present on the course homepage. Your class time is listed there as well. And in psychology, you do have an online textbook. And the good news is you've already got access to it. Steps to access your online textbook are coming on the next slide. So to access your Holt book, click on the Holt-McDougall link on your homepage. And then from there you'll be shown the books you have. You'll see them for all your courses. And then go ahead and click on Psychology, the red book with the faces, to access your textbook. Daily assignments. So in order to really rock psychology and do well in my course, you need to be participating and working daily. Check your email for for announcements from me. I tend to send them out pretty quickly. I like to keep you guys in the loop. You can also check the class Twitter. I've created one. Consult your calendar and make sure you're completing and submitting all activities. One of the hardest things to do is to make sure you are completely reading everything, because there are often multiple steps in the day's assignment, and I'd hate for you to only do 2 of them and not get a good grade. Regarding live learning, they meet each week. We meet Fridays at 9. During class, we're going to go over the daily lesson and the concepts you need to complete the lessons for the week. It's a great way to review and to make sure we're all on the same page. This time also helps me see if anyone is struggling and to kind of address things and also make sure that you understand things. It's a great time for you to ask questions too. I've had students stay after every week as a check-in to make sure they're doing okay. I've had students come early to see. There's lots of different ways. Here at PA Distance, it's required that you come to live learning. It's so important because it's a great way to check in with me, and it's also a great way to be with your peers and really learn something new. And these live learning classes can help you with your points if you're completing the jump starts. If you need to miss class for any reason, I need to know beforehand. Do not send me an email 2 minutes after class. Do not send me an email the next day. Send me an email before the course saying, hey, I'm sorry I can't make live learning. I'm sick. Or, hey, I'm sorry I can't make live learning. I'll be without internet that day. Keep me in the loop, guys. Another thing about live learning, the link on the course homepage is there to help you, so you can always click on that to get right to the class. I also would recommend maybe setting up a bookmark. I know that's been successful for a lot of students. So my expectations for you as psychologists. I need you to be completing work daily. You're not going to succeed if you pick and choose your assignments. You need to be completing work daily. Also, make sure you're turning in assignments on the day they're due. I have no way of knowing when you complete late work, so you need to be contacting me in that situation. But if you're staying on top of things, it won't even be an issue. Be respectful and clear when asking for help. You can always ask me for help and ask, but I will not give you answers, and I will ask more questions if I don't understand what you're talking about. So if you say, hey, Mrs. Devlin, I need help, I'm going to have to email you back saying, sorry guys, on what, or what can I do, or something like that. Communicating is so important, and asking for help is so important. There's a great feature in your email called GChat. You can always message me on there. You can email me, you can call me. I will get back to you. I pride myself in being very good at that and making sure you guys do not feel left behind or overwhelmed. If you are trying your best and giving me effort, that is all I can ask from you as a psychologist. Something that is very important to me is that you are trying. And if I see that you are trying, I will give you everything. I will give you all of my help and resources to get you there. And lastly, have fun. Psychology is neat because we study our brains and we study what's going on up there. And we also study how we behave around people. It's truly a fun class, and I do enjoy teaching it. I hope you'll enjoy it too. A couple last things. My email, if you need it, is katie.devlin@padistance.org. My phone, 888-997-3352, extension 146. There's the fax number for the school, and I'm running a Twitter this year. So if you're into Twitter, go ahead and follow me. I will be tweeting out homework and other key things. And my Twitter handle is Mrs. Devlin SS. So go ahead and follow me. Lastly, congrats! You made it through the orientation videos. Thank you so much for paying attention and doing a great job. Something I need from you now is I need you to make sure you go back to today's lesson and complete all of the assignments for today. You still have a quiz based on what you've listened to in the video, and you still also have a Google form telling me a little more about yourself, okay? So let me know if you have any questions or if any of this was confusing, and we'll have a great time together this year. I just know it. Alright? Good luck!